Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, happy Friday. It is Friday once again. We are ready. I gotta wait for my crew to get on. I'm not sure which episode this is. It might be like 8, 9, something like that. They always hook me up. I have no idea. So hopefully everything go well. Y'all know me. I got my other computer. I got my phone. Got to make sure everything, all the technicals go the way they supposed to. But we got a good one today. Hold on a second. For all that don't know, it's a lot of people, I got my home folks that don't know my Shaw folks. So I try to bring them both together on this platform. So today we got a good one. The mayor himself, Mr. 6ix9ine, but we gonna wait for his intro. Trying to see where my crew is. But until then, I got some people. So y'all come on in. Come on in. I'm going to pull my live up so I can see the names and all of that of the people, because y'all know how it go. I never know who it is. Y'all say stuff. Y'all get mad when I don't know who y'all are. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. So, yeah. How everybody doing? It's Friday. For most educators, it's spring break. Spring break has started. I don't have a break. I got to start all day long, but other than that, here we go. All right, here go Maurice. My crew late today. Whoa, my crew is late today. What's up with y'all? Y'all got the people waiting? You the first one.
I took a nap, so I had to get up and use the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, all that old stuff. I set my alarm for 7:30, but I guess I was moving slow.
All right, we're gonna do some stuff a little bit backwards today. I was gonna open up with the better. I was gonna open up with the party. What's up with y'all every Friday? Y'all at a party or something?
I'm on location, man. I'm in the smoke shop. Man, just opened the smoke shop.
Okay. Y'all blessed. I don't know what Nikki. How you supposed to hear? We can't even hear. You got a loud background.
I know.
You got a loud background. How we supposed to hear?
Yeah, that's my man smoke shop. He just opened the smoke shop, grand opening today, right here on 8th Street.
All right, we can plug
1378, I think it is.
We can plug
right
him
here on 8th Street. He got the smoke shop, H&V.
Okay, 8th Street popping. We gonna do things a little different.
Poppin',
We was gonna open up with like our hot topics and stuff like that, but our guest gotta roll out at a certain time. So we start with him, and then we gonna kind of go a little backwards today. So, there she go. All right. What's up, Nick?
Hey,
How are you?
good.
I'm about
Slow
to mute.
motion.
Yeah. I was telling the fellas that we gonna do things a little backwards today. We gonna bring the guests on first, and then we're gonna go into our hot topics and the stuff that we had discussed behind, because my guest got rolled out. So
Okay, cool.
I want to make sure we get everything we can get. So
Hey, Mo. Hey, Better.
I'm about to mute Better. Better got the helicopters in the background. Like, what the heck? You can tell he in the city, man. He got the helicopters. Where the ambulance and the police? That's all I'm looking for.
We don't need them. We don't need no ambulance.
You don't need them? Yeah, because you got the helicopters looking. So you don't need them.
They ain't looking at us. They just flying by.
All right, so without further ado, my man Derell 6ix9ine Fields. He is a Shaw University Basketball Hall of Famer. He back in his day, he was the man on the yard. So if it was anybody that I could talk to as far as the athletes, he was one of the people. I tried to get some of my other folks too, but this guy right here, I know he gonna keep it raw. He gonna keep it real. So y'all feel free to ask him whatever you want to ask him. He either gonna answer or he not, or he gonna tell you what he wants you to know. So without further ado, here go my man 6ix9ine.
What's up? How we are?
How
What's
are
happening?
you?
What's happening?
Man, chilling
Don't
in
try
there.
fresh off the Oscars, although that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Listen,
that was cool.
That was cool. All right, I saw
The
your
Oscars,
pictures and stuff.
Oscars was cool.
You said that was what?
It was cool. It was cool. My first time on the red carpet. It was nice.
Right.
You know, it was a little disheartening in the end, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. One quick question about it. How close were you to the noise of the slap?
I was in the mezzanine first row,
All right.
so you didn't hear it. I didn't hear it up there, but it was.
You heard the bitch slap?
No, he
No, I
said
did
he
not.
didn't hear it.
It was.
I'm about
I
to
was on
say that was
mezzanine.
the
So
lightest.
no, it was on. So on at the Oscars, the bottom row was all talent, like actors. So because my folks were doing it, I got mezzanine first row. So I'm right there over the production thing. You didn't hear the slap, but you heard the cussing out like that. That was loud because by the time he got back to the seat, it was kind of like, what? The crowd was like, what just happened?
For those that don't know, his folks is Will Packer. He's being very modest right now. So he is him and Will are real good friends. So his folks that he mentioned is none other than Will Packer. So that's why he was there at the Oscars. But let's get into this right here real quick, since I got you for a limited time, Mr. Shaw. Let's talk about this athletes and dating. And you don't have to give too much. You know how to do it. If it's too much information, go ahead and curve us. We cool with that.
I got you. No, I'll be. I mean, I ain't gonna do no names, but I'll be, as honest as I can be.
Right. So your time at Shaw.
Yes.
And I know you're gonna be modest with it because I know how you are, but you were the man. I came after you, but by the time I got there, you was the man on campus. I mean, you can't miss him. This man is literally 6'9". So, one of the tallest people there, one of the stars on the basketball team. He just got inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. So ain't tell nobody, by the way. So that's how modest this guy is. Like, he gets inducted into the University Hall of Fame. Don't tell nobody. Brings his mama and his son. And we all like, well, okay, what mama doing here? Oh, yeah, I just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. So congratulations on that.
Actually, Will came to that. They was like, why is Will Packer at Shaw University?
Ain't tell nobody.
Hey, when he walked in the gym, one of the girl that made the hall, like, she didn't know he was with me, right? So I was standing there, and she goes, "Oh my God, why is Will Packer at Shaw University?" Then he sit at my table, and she was like, oh, "Why is he? Oh my gosh!" And everybody was the Hall of Fame thing was great. I just was, I don't want to say embarrassed or shy about it. I just didn't think it was such a big to do about going in, kind of. Like, it ain't I ain't walking around with no shirt that say that or just bumper stickers on my car or nothing. I was fortunate enough. There's other people that should be in there. I think before me, I just was blessed enough that some person nominated me and I got the nod.
Right.
So
So about your time on campus, like, all right, how was it? Since you're so modest.
I ain't mind. I mean, you know me, I got a big mouth, but I mean, I think at this point in life, you just got to be realistic. There were other players that are bigger than me, like Sheldon and stuff like that, my guys. But I am a approachable person, so I like to be out. I'm an extrovert. There ain't no shame in that. I'm an extrovert, so we were big mouths. We would go to other schools and being, Shaw and in North Carolina State and saying, "Oh, we would bounce from school to schools," and we had a good time, man. It was great. I ain't gonna lie. HBCU life then was different. These kids now on some different stuff, but we had a good time.
Right, right. No, we did, especially back then. I think the struggle was a little bit different. But as
Yeah,
far
your mama sent
as
you money once. Your mama sent you
what,
money once a month. Now, these kids got bank accounts and stacked up because the parents trying to make sure they didn't suffer like they did.
I
Mm-hmm.
ain't
Yes.
gonna lie, I was one of the ones with a bank account. My mom made sure I was straight when I went down there. So
My mama said I got money, but she was like, I was a single parent. My mom was a single parent. So my dad wouldn't shoot me no bread. My mom was like, look, when I get paid, I'm gonna send you something. You better make it work.
mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So what's up with the date and how many women was pretty okay, not how many, but was pretty much throwing themselves at you. That's pretty much
Look
That's
at that. Like, what?
whoa, that's
Don't
aggressive.
ask my body count now.
I mean,
Right,
not
right,
a
right,
body
right.
count. I don't need a
Okay,
body count.
okay. No, I'm
I'm
gonna
just
give you this. I'm gonna be
saying
honest with you.
it's
Okay, no, let me tell you this. Okay, so we went to a D2 school, but the location of our school helped us. I mean, dating was it was cool. Like I dated one, two, the same girl for most of the time. Like between like I maybe had like 3 or 4 main girls at the main time, and then it was nothing crazy though. Shaw, if you like. Because we would go to North Carolina State and go hang out with those guys, or St. Aug and hang out with those guys, or Carolina or Duke. You could go up there and do your thing.
mm-hmm.
And then you had Raleigh. You had Raleigh killers. That's what we call the people in Raleigh. Raleigh killers that they was fascinated with the out of towners.
Right.
But I
Well,
wasn't.
no, a
We
lot of them they didn't like y'all because y'all was stealing their women now.
That too. But I ain't worried about them. See, I don't care about the dudes. I was worried about the female. So I don't care about what a guy think. But me personally, I dated Charlene, and
Not
another
name
two
dropping.
girls.
What are y'all doing?
But you know who that is. She was a cheerleader. Like I dated the same girl for most of the time we were together at school. So
Okay.
me personally, I wouldn't want the loose boost. I wouldn't like loosey goosey like that because I had her off and on most of the whole time I was there. So she knew when I was home. She called the bus to the house. Like she would beat me. We lived in Brown Birch. So my girlfriend was when I got out. They was already at the house. So if I intended to do something, that wasn't gonna happen.
For the wait,
Hello,
Tiff.
wait a minute.
Tiff. No, you faded out.
me?
I'm pressing the button too fast, so I had mute
Mhm.
myself, and then I tried to unmute myself. Went too fast. But for those that don't know, Charlotte University back in the day, we had 2 dorms: a boy dorm and a girl dorm. And when it was an overspill, we either went to most of the time the girls went to a hotel, the guys was in the apartments. Mostly the athletes were in Brown Birch. So
Yeah,
that's what he's speaking of when he say Brown Birch.
right.
So
Apartment. We had apartment complex.
yeah. Yeah, but that was
But
mostly athletes, and that was mostly the men.
men and yeah, we had the men, the baseball team and the basketball team had the apartments.
Right, right. So, and
Now,
and and that's true about the whole one person, really. But you can't, and I get it. Without you incriminating yourself, I know they was like everybody wanted 6.
no, 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 no. No, here's the thing though. A lot of people I'm laughing. It wasn't even like that. Like, I'm laughing. See how I started laughing? It wasn't as free flowing. It wasn't, how do I put it? Yeah, it wasn't as free flowing as you think it was. I think once we left school, the curiosity might got a little better. Maybe because I was around the people every day.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all all went to school. If you went to school and you saw somebody, you like, oh, they was all right. Then when you left school and you came back, you like, oh, they look all right. I think
Right, right.
I
When you
think
come back, is yeah, okay.
my stock after I left school got way better than when I was in school, which is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like we all get it. Every once in a while, and I think old girlfriends sometimes now they still want to lay claim. Not saying Charlene in particular because I only say her name, but
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
think a lot of times people that you might have had association with, that's what I call it, entanglement. No, not entanglement.
No, go with
Associated
the
with,
entanglement.
Not entanglement. Woo!
right? People that you might have had dealings with.
Okay.
Say you go to homecoming now, they'll be like, "Hey, no, I'm good." A lot of times, Chip, you know what I do? I bring my son intentionally.
You do.
You know why? That keep me out of trouble. And I'm
Okay.
not even married anymore. I'm not even married anymore, so I could do what I want to do.
Right.
But I bring my son intentionally, two, for him to learn the black college experience, and two and three, for me to have something to do. So
Right.
a lot of times I go to functions, you know, I host stuff and do whoop de whoop. Now I'm like, I gotta go. My son over here, I ain't got time to fool with you. Like I don't, I'm too old now for that foolishness. But
Right.
back in college there was girls. Listen, women are dirty, just like me and all. They know you got a girlfriend. This was before text messaging and all that. Somebody call the dorm. See, we only had phones in the dorm, so they would have to call the
We had
floor
pay phones.
and
Be
pay
specific. We had
phones.
pay phones.
We had pay phones. So somebody be like, "Yo, so and so on the phone." They got to disguise their voice because everybody know who you are. We only had two
Yeah,
dorms. We only had two dorms. So they try
that's
and disguise their voice till you get on the phone. Hey, meet me in the parking lot or whoop to whoop. Or if you had some money at the Holiday Inn downtown or something like that. Because people sneaking.
right.
They're sneaking.
Right. So
They're
how
sneaking.
hard was it with you maintaining that relationship and being on that basketball team? Because that basketball team that you were on was pretty successful.
Well,
So
the problem is a lot of people, like, I stick out, so I can't sneak. Like, I'm the tallest dude on the yard, so it's kind of
right,
hard for me personally to be sneaking.
right.
Because people knew I had a car, you know, my little red car, I had that. So everybody knew whose car it was. It had Georgia license plates on it. So every time I went somewhere, even if I wasn't doing dirt, hey, I see your car, blah, blah. I'm going to give you an example. One time, one of my friends borrowed the car and took his girlfriend to the clinic. Now, she went to
Oh,
get a pregnancy test. Not nothing. She went to get a pregnancy test.
uh-huh.
I'm at school in class. My girlfriend calls me and say, hit me like, "Yo, why you was at the clinic today?" I'm like, "What?" Because I didn't know where he took the car. She's like, "Why you was at the clinic?" I was like, what are you talking about? You was at the clinic today. I seen your car out there. And then me covering for him, I was like, first of all, I was in class, but I couldn't tell her why the car was even at the clinic.
Right.
But it's my car, my license plate with the Shaw University one. So you know it's my car. I'm like, oh God. I can't even sneak. So it's kind of hard for when you like extra tall to sneak. But there are opportunities. Like I'm telling you, people do. Listen, some of your friends are your worst enemies.
Yeah.
When you're in small schools like that, sometimes you might be like, "Girl, you know he do whoop de whoop or why blase blah." You telling your girlfriend because you amazed or excited about it. She over there like this.
Well, see, my mom always said never tell your girlfriends about your man. Because then they
She
get
over there.
curious. My
Yeah,
mom,
listen, they get curious.
yeah, yeah.
They'll watch. They'll let you borrow their car. They sneak and bringing food. That that happens. But I mean, it's a learning lesson. That's a good thing about college. It's a learning lesson.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? You learn. Watch them jokers.
So did you get a chance to like branch off after school? Did you go overseas or anything?
No. When I started working, man, I was so tired of school, like going to school like all them years back to back to back to back. I started working, and I worked at the prison for 5 years, and I've
Yeah.
been a cop ever since. I've been working in law enforcement since 1993.
Okay.
So, but here's the thing: I worked at a women's prison my first 5 years.
Yeah. That's where you and Nick
So,
was at, right? You and Nick was there together, right?
yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But
So
the tricking is you're trying to ask me, was there tricking going on? Yes, there's tricking going on. Was I privy to any of that? Let's just say I saw some people, some of your classmates, sneaking in the dorm and stuff like that. Yes, it does happen.
of course
Dating is hard to do because one, we're such when our team at our school, y'all, we didn't have a football team.
Right.
So
Right.
the basketball team was it.
That was
Like
the
we right. So everybody
big dogs
always
on
saw us.
campus.
Right. So everybody always saw us. So when you stick out and then everybody always sees you, it's kind of hard to do dirt and sneak around. Were there girl fighting over dudes? Yes. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm telling on myself. So the girl I was dating told me she wasn't coming back to school. So when I stayed that summer, when August came back, during that summer, I started dating another chick. I wasn't telling her about it, but she wasn't coming back. August comes around, she pops back in school. It's like, surprise, I'm back. Shite.
Okay.
So y'all know the Lords of the Underground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they went to school with us. So Dunham had their coming out party across the street at the convention center. So the girl I was dating at my school, she had two of her friends there. The girl that I was seeing from another school had two of her friends there. So instead of me being smart,
Look at his face.
I should have. Something told me to stay in, but the party was jacked. It was across the street. I was like, I'm not missing this. Dunham, they got Lords. Here come the Lords. We out there. Shaw University.
Right.
I'm going to party. Goddamn.
Right.
I go across the street. I'm in there and I see them. And then instead of me leaving, me being young and immature, I stay. So at the part, and then I should have left early. I didn't do that. I'm staying to the last damn minute. And what happens? I get outside, and everybody's standing outside. So one group, 3 girls are standing to my right, and 3 are standing to my left. They all looking and pointing.
Oh.
Right. So I'm like, shit. How do I get out of this? So I try to be cool and give everybody what's up. You know how you do if you got somebody, you hit them with the hey and keep it moving. So when I go over to one group and hit them with the hey, the other group walks over and go, oh, hey 6ix9ine, what we gonna do? I'm like,
What we gonna do?
So this
we gonna do?
Yeah, because I'm standing in the middle of 6 girls. So I'm like, oh God. So I'm standing there and they both on both sides. What you gonna do? Yeah, who you want? Who you want? So I was like, you know what? F all of y'all. I don't want nobody. And then I walked back to the dorm.
Oh.
That was the only thing I could do. That was the only thing I could do to save myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was hot. The block was hot. I was feeling the pressure. They was on my neck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and instead of me being smart and leaving, I was thinking I'm going to party. But that wasn't the smartest thing to do. Oh my God, it wasn't the smartest thing to do. But it was a lot of opportunity, man. Girls would come over. Some girls would just come knock on the door.
What, in the dorm or at Brown Birch?
Nah, at Brown Birch, yeah, because they knew no, there was no. So they knew we lived there. We had parties over there. So you talking about it's so and so in there? Huh? What are you doing over here? Don't get us all killed, because again, my girlfriend at the time was Charlene. She was a cheerleader, so she knew when I left. So they didn't ride on the bus with us; they rode in the van. Mm-hmm. Tip. So they would go ahead of us and beat us back. So by the time we got back, I guess that's what they call themselves. Beating early bird gets the worm. They at the room before we even get there.
Right. They making sure nobody get up in there.
Making sure nobody get up in there.
Cause see, wasn't you on the team with like Wes and Orlando
Wes was my roommate. So it was me and you know who Wes was dating.
Yeah,
they was both cheerleaders. Right. And our girlfriends was buddies. So them two would be at the house before we got there. Mm-hmm. Because Charlie was the manager, so we lived with the manager. So he would be back before we got. Man, they wasn't letting that happen. They was all up in that.
Yeah.
All up in that.
It's crazy when you at a small school and you can't really get away with a lot of stuff, because you
like
left.
If I was at state, if I was at like North Carolina State, at a bigger school, they might have been a little bit. But the dorm was right there, so it's kind of hard when you walk out the door and everybody's standing right there looking at you. Mm-hmm. We only had 2 dorms on the campus, boys and girls. Yeah. So everybody they were right there. What they
Yeah.
doing? Why they sneaking off the yard? Why they walking out the?
Yeah,
Why they
because you
walking
got
out?
the girls' dorm, the boys' dorm, the yard is right there. And it's like an exit behind the girls' dorm. It's an exit like across, like you can't sneak. It's hard for you to sneak without anybody seeing you. It's like the people who had the views of the parking lot, they looking out the windows. I mean, it was very hard, but that's why another reason why I asked you on, because it's like you had to almost do some MacGyver type of stuff to
Somebody had to leave. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Not me, but if somebody wanted to do something, if somebody wanted to do something, you had to leave 30, 40 minutes earlier or wait at McDonald's. Like there was a McDonald's across the street from Shaw that was in the national commercial. They would have to wait over there. You would have to go out the other way and walk the opposite direction. Because we had people on the parking lot side. All them girls did was sit in the window all day.
Yeah.
Like
Well, see,
like
my ex, he used to hop the fence. So, you know, we had a curfew and he was on the basketball team too, but he used to hop the fence. So the fence that is over by the bridge, he would be like, all right, meet me right there on that street. And he would hop over the fence and he would come to me because I was off campus. So he was like, all right, meet me right there. He would hop over the fence and that was it. But by then, like, I think after a while, everybody kind of knew we were dating. But the question I had for you, like when we first started dating, I found out he had allegedly had a girl at almost every school that y'all played. I found this out because by the time he came in, they had phones in the rooms. And when he came over to my house and checked his voicemail, of course I went behind him because I felt something was off. So I went behind him. I hear, oh yeah, y'all playing so and so. I'll see you when you get here. Oh yeah, and these different girls, and I'm sitting up here like, who the fuck? What the hell is going on here? You know, and one girl was like, "Hey, babe, meet me at the calf." Wait, Shaw calf? Okay,
right there where I'm at.
Yeah, delete. He won't get that message. And I was young, so you know,
and from DC, so you was stubborn and hard head and rough.
I mean, everybody on this panel from DC, so you what?
Crazy.
What?
They know, they get it. Shit, I'm not saying anything. There ain't no untruth here. They get it.
It was a different time in my life.
Yeah, but see, y'all had phones in the dorm. See, we didn't have that. So see,
no, I didn't have that until my senior. Well, my my first senior year, because I stayed 5 years. So
we didn't have accessibility to that.
Yeah,
you had to plan. Like with us, you know, you got to think. I'm pre-text, pre-cell phone. So our stuff you had to plan out. You had to work something out. Now, as far as girls at all other schools, I dated and dabbled here or there. Let's say that. North Carolina State was good, and Carolina was good.
You keep mentioning that school, so it must have been real good.
Well, here's the thing: going to an all-black school, when you see, I'm gonna give y'all. North Carolina State was huge, but you know it's a mixed school. So when we went over there, they was like, "Oh, those are real black guys." Like the black chicks over there, was like, "Oh, them the black guys." You know what I'm saying? Because like we went to the HBCU, we had the fighting medallion pieces on our neck. We was coming 20 deep in cars. You know, Wilder. You know, we would go over there and they were like, "Oh, they were cool." You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between a North Carolina State student and a Shaw student. So when we would go over there, you would get a little more attention, shall we say?
Right. Okay.
It would be like you live in Southwest, and then you going over to Baltimore. Something's a little different. You're like, oh yeah, he close, but he a little different. He a little different. You know what I mean?
Well, see, it was different for the girls though, because you had. I don't know if you weren't there, but LaCoy was dating a guy, an athlete over at NC State, and you know what happened with her. So it's kind of different because they kind of embraced y'all. As with the girls, they looked at us as easy because we were from Shaw.
Right, I get it because they look down on black colleges, but us being athletes, there was a little. I get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it, which ain't fair, but. It's like you always see the memes, you know, it'd be like, oh, Hampton and Norfolk or Shaw and St. Aug, what the women look like different, and blah, blah, blah. You like, We don't look that bad, but
Right.
that's all about perception, I guess, how you perceive it. Until you go over there and put your foot down, and they're like, he's joking, he's
Yeah,
crazy.
see, I could never. They would never. Not with
But
me.
now I had boys at North Carolina Central. I mean, from state, that the basketball players. Some of my boys over, I went with Gugliana and Rodney Monroe and Chris Corciani and Kevin Thompson and Brian Fagans. Like all us hung out together. Oh, they had it going. When I say they had it going, because their yard was so big, like it
Mm-hmm.
was so you could do stuff and be in the cut and not get caught.
Right.
Sure, it's a little hard. We didn't have accessibility. You didn't have a lot of places to go sneak off to. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't afford a hotel all the dang time. I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
That took all my little monthly money from my mama. So
Right.
you had to make it do what it do. Brown, what's the park down the street? Chavis Heights.
Chavis Heights.
Yeah, we done walked down Chavis many nights. Anyway.
So hold on. So for y'all that don't know, Chavis Heights after dark was like the spot where people went that didn't have a lot of money. They actually went in the park and actually had sex. So
we out in Chavis.
We figured that part out.
Yeah, it was
trying not to get robbed because Chavis Heights is the project too.
Oh yeah.
And she said Rock Creek Park. But Chavis Heights was in the hood though. It was in the hood of Raleigh. So yeah, I'd never been. I went one time, but I went for no. I stayed off campus, or I messed with your boy. Hold on, I messed with your boy who lived off campus. So I went to his house.
But you went to Chavis Park one time?
No, not
Wait
never.
a minute.
That was beneath
this one time
me.
in band camp.
Nah, that was beneath me. You weren't catching me outside. They knew better.
Listen, this one time in band camp.
Yeah, no, that's you.
Hey, listen, I'm first admitted. I had a full scholarship, but again, single parent. You know what I'm saying? My mom was doing everything, so I wasn't trying to like hit her in the head. So that's why I worked. Like I worked at the hotels even in the off season. Like Coach Tanner had me jobs working. I worked at Raleigh Marriott. I worked downtown. I kept a little hustle because I had to eat.
Right.
And then traveling. And then I wasn't telling no, like, a lot of people down there was hustling. I'm scared of jail.
Yeah. I didn't have that issue, but it's different for girls than it is for guys. So
yeah, because y'all had women, which y'all don't understand is women rule the world. You have something that
we
men
understand.
always going to want. Well, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't. You have something that men are always going to want, no matter what. I don't care what you look like, whatever. You're always gonna. Do we get paid? No. You're always gonna have something that man wants. So you're always at advantage.
Right.
Whether wars have been started over women, and being an athlete that helped us out a little. Did it have privileges? Yeah, it had privileges. I'm not gonna say it didn't. You skipped in line, or somebody, like I said, girls would take you to eat, because Tiffany had money, so if she was dating somebody, he was broke. Tiffany knew what to do. Take him down to Bojangles and get him a wing dinner. He good.
God damn, Bojangles.
No, that's the thing down there though. But
That's the thing in Raleigh, Bojangles.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'll give you an example.
Tiff had him climbing over fences, so that's enough right there. Let you know we ain't gonna skip over that part. Tiffany had a nigga climbing over the fence.
Hey yo, don't come for me. Don't do it.
Hey, listen. Okay,
we know what's happening, Tiff.
One time I did ski, so my girlfriend was in the dorm, so y'all fire escape. I squeezed my big behind through the wall, scraped my chest all up, ran up the 5-step. She opened the door, I went in, stayed all day till nighttime, came down to the second floor, knocked on the girl's door. She opened it, I jumped on the roof, and then shimmied down the wall in the front over there in the corner by the calf. And that's how I got out.
That was some real life Spider-Man shit. Like, what the hell?
Because I was tall enough, I could hold on to the top of the roof and just drop myself down. But I couldn't go in that way. I couldn't go in that way. So I had to sneak in the damn, because we went to the HBCU and the fire alarms didn't work. They were broken. So you could go in the back door and the alarm wouldn't go off.
Right.
because again, I couldn't afford a hotel all the time. But I was dating. Again, I dated a couple girls at the school, crazy
So
ones and
you
all.
probably one of the reasons why we had to get those middle of the night fire drill things, people pulling the alarms and
No,
shit,
no, no,
trying to sneak
no,
the
no, no, no,
guys
no,
out.
no. I said I did that one time, like jumped over the fence. I
Oh,
only
all right.
went to Chambers one time.
All right, whatever.
Hey, so let me ask
One
you,
time.
when the second girl let you in, did you get to do something with her, or you just was
Hey,
stepping?
No freaking, no Menango Tways. None of that was going on. Now you
Okay,
got to
okay.
think, this the early '90s. They're a little freakier now. The internet and stuff like that
yeah,
made the kids
yeah,
change. It wasn't. Again, I'm early '90s athlete, not now athlete. You know what I'm saying? Where you videotape it and show the world, or
right.
have sex with the teacher. Like we ain't had no teachers worth having no sex with.
Yeah.
I ain't had none of my teachers. None of my teachers look like these teachers they be showing online. Now I was like, where that teacher was at? I ain't had
Yeah,
none of them, high school nor college. So it was a little
I
different.
agree.
The freaky deakiness. Now at parties and stuff like that, we slide off. You better catch yourself. You better catch your man, because he be off somewhere in the dog.
And we had a small gym and they turned the lights down. But the thing is that, like he said, the basketball players were the big men on campus. And then second was the baseball team. And I know that they probably gonna debate me, but it is what it is. I don't care how many more championships the baseball team won over the basketball team. The fact was we didn't have a football team, and the basketball, so CIAA tournament.
Well, basketball is inside, so the gym was always packed. Like you always gonna go to which is more attendance in basketball than it is in baseball. It's American sport, but you know what it is, the gym. Right. And so the baseball games was okay, but them basketball games, you go in there, and that was like going to Hampton. That was cool. Mustard and biscuits. Going to like the CIAA, that was great. One time at the CIAA, I met a chick taller than me. Freaked me out. I was like, what? I'm talking. Yeah. Kurt and them couldn't wait. Kurt, our boy Kurt from Philly, he was like, yo, boy, I got a joint over here for you, boy. Boy.
That's a human bitch. For real.
Yo. And she wasn't even an athlete. She was there she was smart. She got like a scholarship, like she was a brainiac. And the crazy part about it? We could not, it is nothing about her turning me on. Like nothing. I drove up there to the University of Virginia and I just looked at her. I was like, it was nothing about her turning me on. Now,
was it because she was so tall?
I think that it just threw me off. Like I was, what they say, throwed off.
He felt weird. Like.
So
like,
then that also, I wish I could have gotten a female athlete, because then it goes back to that it's harder for them probably, because they may run into someone like you that's like, man, she's 7 feet tall. What the hell I'm supposed to do with her? So, but as with men,
short dudes
like,
be liking them. Yeah,
it's like, yo, he's 7 feet tall. Okay, so
I got a question. You men have issues with women that are taller than you. So could you date Lisa Leslie?
Could I date Lisa Leslie? Maybe. I don't know. Lisa, Lisa dated a friend of mine. Lisa like 6'7", so she's not taller than me. This chick was taller than me. You know what I'm saying?
She was
maybe
about 7 feet.
Yeah, maybe it was like an intimidation factor.
She was American? Like
yeah, a black, light skin,
really?
smart. She was very, very intelligent.
Wow.
And she just threw me off. I'm from the South. I was throwed off.
That was throwed off.
I drove up there. I went to go see. I was like, because I met her that Saturday night at the CIAA party. So we left Sunday coming back home. So the next week I jumped in my car, drove up to Virginia, and then when I got there and I was looking at her and I was like, yeah.
Why you had that look on your face?
This ain't gonna work. I don't know. There was no excitement.
I really feel like it was because she was so tall. I feel like you was intimidated.
Maybe.
What did she look like?
No, she was cute. No, light skin, curly hair. She was thick, not skinny. Let's say she was just right. Like her package was right. She wasn't hunchback or nothing. Stood up proper, spoke. It just didn't.
This guy.
It just didn't turn me on. Like I was like this.
But wait a minute, he told her he from the country and then say she light skinned curly hair. You know that's all that matters down the country, light skinned
No.
curly hair.
But no, what I'm saying in the 90s, you gotta think. When I came up, I'm pre Michael Jordan. So until Mike came, dark skin wasn't it.
Right.
Y'all was Al.B. Sure, and Prince, light skin. Y'all wanted that.
I don't know about that. I'm not a light skinned dude. I'm not with the light skin, so no.
Yeah, but when year did you go to school?
Same year as Tiff.
Yeah, okay, but before that, I got there in '88. Michael Jordan saved us when he went bald in '91. I shaved my head off. My stock rose after I did that.
Oh.
When Mike came through with that dark skin, bald, chilling. Before that, it was team light skin.
Yeah, I was never color struck like that. Like, not me.
I don't know. For some reason, I gravitated to them, the tall, light-skinned guys.
See,
it wasn't a preference though, because then your friend is brown skinned and he's tall. So it's like.
But that was my thing. That's why I used that. For instance, at that time, I thought, even at a black school, you got to think. I'm Spike Lee, Jigaboo, and wannabe school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was real deal. Light skin and dark skin. That's not fake. That's real deal.
Right.
So that's why I use that reference at that time.
Okay.
But then Mike came
yet
through.
you still wasn't attracted to her. I think it was the height. I really think it was the height.
I think she was a big.
Nick already said that earlier.
Right.
I heard it.
That she was a big.
She was a big. Feeling
huge bitch.
Yes.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a Deuce Bigelow.
Exactly.
She wasn't even an athlete. That was the crazy part.
Right. Well, everybody that's all.
So let me ask you this: if she played ball, would y'all having that in common? Would it been a little more accepting for you?
Right.
I just think because she was taller. Listen, dude, I only met 2 women that was taller than me, and she was one of them. And the other one, Bonnie, she lives here in Georgia. She like 7. She's 6'11", but she this big. Bonnie's like little, like skinny. And
olive oil.
Yeah, she olive oil. Yes.
I wonder where the fucking land of the huge women at, because I ain't never seen no 7-foot woman before.
No, this is my whole life. But Bonnie boyfriend was like 5'7", like a little dude. Like he wanted to climb that thing. I guess I don't,
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm only 5'10".
What that mean?
I would have took that brainiac that was stacking
the Amazon.
That Amazon. Yeah, I would have took a chance on that one.
You would have took a chance?
if she would have attracted to me like she was attracted to you. Yeah, I would have went on that.
And that's the messed up part. She was attracted to me. Like she was like, "Yo, come see me." I was like, "All right." Now you got to think again. This is post cell phone, so we're making long. We was using calling cards. We was
calling cards.
So we was hitting. I was hitting on the calling card. I was talking to her every day. I was like, "Yo, I'm coming." Whoop, whoop. She like, "All right." I talked to her like twice. Then I got up there and I was like this.
Then you had to read a map to get there, or map quest.
Yeah, ain't want no map quest. I had a map. I'm old school, so we had a map flying through Virginia with a radar, and the police looking at me because it was against the law back then.
Right. And then, but the thing is that you did all of that, and you still, so you went there, you went all the way to University of Virginia, and did what? Nothing.
Looked at him, got in the bed, and said,
"It
just did not excite me." With me at that time?
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm 20. I was 20, so I looked at it, and it just didn't excite me. I was like, "I'm sorry." I said, "I can't do it."
Wow.
And she was like, "Okay." Because maybe that happened to her before. Maybe because she was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt bad. It was, oh God, it probably happened at like 11 that night. So I had to wait all the way to the next morning, like 7 to leave, because I didn't want to leave it in the dark.
Oh, she probably felt bad. Did you call her afterwards?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Listen,
Ain't
no,
no parts.
no parts of it.
Oh man. Dang,
Shit,
she
Yeah, that
probably
was
feel
it.
bad.
Hey,
I feel bad.
one thing I say, we all the same size in the bed. Fuck all that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
I ain't
Although,
getting that big no more, dude.
I take a giant or a midget, goddamn it.
I was just about to say that, Nick. Although I ain't messing with nobody shorter than me.
No,
take-
no.
Okay,
Lord
take a midget.
Farquhar is
I
not
take one of them
welcome in
big
my
butt. I
bag.
take one of them big butt midgets.
listen.
I mean, little
She-
people. My bad.
She probably
Take
had that issue. She probably had that issue her whole life though, because
Right,
she was so tall.
Of course you
Right.
did.
right.
So,
Which is
again,
like
and
that's
then-
why I was like, I feel bad for her.
Me too, because she finally met somebody that was closely to her, and then he was just like, yeah, no.
Just imagine her
Man,
trying
that
to be
was all right.
sexy with a pair of heels on top of that. Wow.
Yeah, she had them little ones.
She had the
When she was in
kitten
the club, she had
heels.
See, them don't be looking right. None of this. That
Well,
don't be
if
looking
you wear like a size 14 in women, it ain't too much you can get.
Oh
'Cause
my
I'm pretty
God.
sure she was wearing a size 14.
Oh,
I'm
She
struggling
put
with
some-
my
y'all know what?
Put her feet up and some burlap and call it a day.
She'd have put some stilettos on. She was
Look at
about
6
18.
feet. Yes.
Not y'all making me feel bad. I'm gonna go on Facebook and try to find her and say I'm sorry and just hang up. Just be like, I'm sorry. What happened? Right?
Do you even
40 years
remember
later.
her name? Don't call her name out, but do you remember her
No.
name?
Y'all already said what it was. No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Big bitch. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
But again, the reason I got on the podcast, I want y'all to know it is some freaky stuff going on. Again, I dated most of the time. Like I wasn't like some of my teammates, was out there doing their thing. But I wasn't one of them because I had the same girl, so she never left. So she was in my face.
Right. So that didn't cause any problems in your relationship as far as y'all.
Oh yeah, she was mad because
she
would get jealous. She would get jealous because she knew people was white. Like, cause why she over there cheering so much? She supporting the school. That's why she cheering. No,
well,
she a little too much 6'9". Yeah, 6'9" and over there. I'm like, what?
But it's very hard dating an athlete at a small school, and everybody wants that person. So, like I said, my ex was on the team, but at the time he was dating somebody. Like when I met him, he was already dating somebody. I didn't know this because I stayed off campus. No, I stayed off campus. I didn't know, and he lied. He said that was his friend.
So you were off home record. So because you was off campus.
I didn't know nothing about this chick until I heard her on the voicemail, and I asked her. But it started like the pieces started coming together. I would come on campus and I would see her staring at me. I would be at the game and I would see her staring, or she would be cheering louder than the rest of the people whenever he made a dunk or passed the ball, or even if he fouled somebody, she's cheering real loud, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck? So
you look too much,
so finally I asked him who she was, and he was like, "Oh, that's my friend." I was like, "No." When he said her name, I was like, "Oh, that's that girl." So he was still sneaking around with her. Me and Tall Kid. Now one of my best friends. She's we call her Tall Kid. She's very quiet. She the grandma of the crew. Don't bother nobody. Me and her at the games. Why I'm at the game with just her and all the rest of the crew ain't there, I don't know. But after the game, he leaves out. The girl leaves out. So I'm like, what the hell they doing? So I leave out too. I said, come on, kid. Kid was like, look, now Tiffany, don't. I said, you coming or not? Because I'm going with or without you. She was like, all right, I'm coming. We going around campus, don't see him. I drive my car because I had a burgundy Toyota Corolla. Driving my car, don't see him. Go to the McDonald's, and who do I see standing outside? him, her, his friends, some of her friends. I'm like this. What's going on here? What is
Oh,
this?
Jesus.
So it was very hard dating an athlete at a small school because everybody
Food.
wanted to be in their face, especially with basketball being the number one sport. So,
The
and
food
then
it's like living here. It's
uh-huh.
like living here in Atlanta. A lot of people think Atlanta is so big, but believe it or not, it's like DC. It ain't as big as you think it is. Like
Exactly.
you can bump into somebody, you be like, hold on, hi,
you know how many people
yeah,
ask me, have I seen Barack before? No, I haven't. I ain't seen Barack. I don't know him. So it's just it's even when I go to the games, like when I had my season tickets, they swore by goodness that I knew everybody personally on the basketball team. No, I pay for them tickets when I go. Unlike you, who be down on the floor, but that's neither here nor there. But
who you talking about, me?
yeah.
Stop Facebook stalking. You all in my Facebook.
Not
You sound like my
Facebook
ex-wife.
stalking.
Look,
Oh wow.
hey, look, you
Not
sound like
her stalker.
hey, look, you sound like my ex-wife. She be like this. So my ex-wife, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a joke. It's not a joke. My ex-wife didn't know I was going to the Oscars. So somebody in the hood, ain't there?
Whose background is that?
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so my ex-wife had so my son, I was sitting next to Magic Johnson. So we were talking, me and Magic, and we started singing because they was playing old music. You know how I am. So I done got turned up. So me and Magic, we got to talk about kids. I'm like, yeah, Magic, my son is 6'1", he plays soccer, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, I showed him a picture. He's like, well, call him. So last week at the Oscars, I FaceTimed my son, and Magic Johnson talked to him.
Oh.
Well, my son, for the first time in life, my son fanned out. My son know everybody, Kev and Ice Cube, all. For the first time in life, my son fanned out. Magic Johnson, blah, 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 blah. He's like, he going crazy. Like, he done screenshot the picture of him talking, and then my ex-wife, the next day, she was like, I had a flat tire. And while you down there with your little friends, with your little celebrities, I had a flat tire. I hope you had a good time. The only reason she knew that, because she claims she ain't on my Facebook, but I know she Facebook stalking.
No, you gotta remember you FaceTime Magic Johnson with.
Yeah, I know that, but she didn't know the rest of it. She had to look at.
Ain't nobody stalking you. Ain't nobody stalking you.
Okay. You probably ain't.
Listen.
What?
Ain't nobody.
What the fuck he say?
He's crazy.
I ain't say nothing. I just gave you that look.
Ain't nobody stalking you.
Exes always. Let me tell y'all something about it. Was true in life. Exes always look at your stuff.
That's true.
Even if they don't want to claim it or admit it, they still do a drive by and be like, look at this stinking bitch. Who that bitch? Who she think?
Well, that's only in the beginning. After a while, that shit phases out. You don't continue to do that. Yeah, it's only when it's still fresh.
I hope so.
Yeah, because I'll admit I did that in the beginning, but after a while, like my kids be like, "Well, we don't want to show you this picture, Mom." I'm like, I don't care. I don't care.
Exactly, because mama be tripping. He done moved on. He don't even know why you mad.
Don't start me up. Don't start me up. That's a whole nother segment right there.
My bad.
Yeah.
You know what know what your next step need to be? Dating over 50.
I'm not over 50.
I am. I'm just telling you. It's a shit show.
What about dating over 50? What's wrong?
It's nothing wrong for him.
Nothing wrong. I'm saying starting over. Like getting on apps and stuff, trying to date people and trying to figure out new attitudes. Yeah, I'm bougie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
a shot for y'all for give a 6ix9ine a holler. I'm gonna give a shout out.
The Clay Azul.
Class Azul, yes, ma'am.
I'm still drinking water.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, as per usual.
This happened. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What is he counting? Liquor?
Bottles.
Tequilas. Different
Bottles of
tequilas.
tequila.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Well, 6ix9ine, I want to thank you
Y'all,
very
please.
much for joining
Please.
us tonight. We really
Hey, next time
appreciate
y'all
you.
got one, y'all give me a holler. I'm gonna jump on there. I'm telling you, you got to do dating over 50 for the old people like myself.
All right,
That's a whole nother shit show.
I'm gonna bring you back on for specifically for that segment.
All right, y'all have a good time. Y'all be safe in DC and go slap the president. All right, goodbye.
Thank you. All right, so wait, what happened to Maurice? Okay, there you go. My bad.
But I gotta dip on y'all. I gotta go to work.
Dang, Nick.
I know.
You know I wasn't paying attention.
And
I wasn't paying attention to the time.
Man,
Yeah.
I gotta go party.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
And then better at the party. Nick gotta work. Lord, all right. So everything that y'all was
So we
supposed
did an
to
hour.
do this week. Yeah, we at 56. So everything that y'all was supposed to do this week, just keep that same energy for next week.
Absolutely.
But for the different topic.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube page, which is Talks with Tiff, and join our Facebook group, which is Talks with Tiff and Friends. Better is on 8th Street at a new where you at?
New smoke shop, H&V, right here at 1378 8th Street Northeast. If you can't get down here before 8th Street Day, we'll see you on 8th Street Day. Come on down, party. We're gonna be out front. We got giveaways right now for the grand opening. We got some edible cookies and some pre-rolls and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
And y'all tell them that Better sent y'all.
Yeah, all gifts though.
All gifts. There you go. And it's you good. You in DC, so you good. So if y'all ain't doing nothing right now, check him out down on 8th Street. Follow his page at Shed Dawson, or what's the other one? Better
Man 202.
Better Man 202
on YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere else at Better Man on Twitter. We about to shut the shop down, and we're gonna go next door to Vibes on H.
Okay. I'm be in the house,
door.
But you be safe out there.
Y'all come on out and party with us.
Nah, y'all come out. I'm gonna be at home.
Yeah.
I got long
we talking to the audience.
That's what I said. Y'all come out.
Yeah, because we
Bye,
know
y'all. I'm going to work.
Yeah. Because we know Nick gotta go to work, and Mo got his thing going on, and Tiff, we know you don't party too much.
Listen, I party when I want. I party when I want to, but that's
so. Next time you come over your sister's house, come on down here.
Hey, don't be telling the business.
You will be in the
hood.
You be around when you over there. You come on.
Well, I'll be around there tomorrow. I got my nephew's birthday party that I gotta do, so I'll be around there tomorrow. But other than that, that's about it for me. So
right on by.
But you be safe out there. Thank you guys. Happy Friday. Don't forget everybody like and subscribe to the YouTube,
subscribe,
and the Facebook page. I haven't checked it yet, but I think we still got about 12 followers. So y'all up those numbers up for me, please. Thank you. Good night.
Peace.